Welcome to the essential tips for surviving the ocean. I see you, you're stuck in the Indian Ocean and you don't know what to do. Well, somehow you got Wi-Fi and you're watching this video, so welcome. Now I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Today we're going to be going over the 7 essential tips for surviving the ocean. Now, I'm not sure if you realize, but if you're already stuck in the ocean, only 5% of my viewers are subscribed. Come on, guys, what the hell? Anyway, before we get into the actual rules, let's just get some ground rules down. First of all, food and water, kind of important. Alright, you do need it. And second of all, according to all known laws of aviation, there is no way a bee should be If you look at the ends of your arms, you will be able to see this fleshy, meaty, monstrous looking thing. It's called hands, in fact. Yeah, it's like this. Now this feature is actually pretty important, mainly because it has fingers, and you can actually grab stuff. With every journey, there's at least one antagonist, meant to be villainized throughout the story. Well, when you're stuck in the ocean, that main one is Rob. See that dolphin over there? When you're in the ocean, you'll find some aggressive dolphins like these. Some aggressive dolphins like Rob, for example, will try to come and find you and eat you and your boat. So the best thing to do is get a massive pointy stick. Yes. But wait, you're in the Pacific Ocean. How are you going to get the materials for a pointy stick? In this world, you'll find various parts from the United States of America. Now, you might be thinking, how do I know that all this pollution and trash is from the USA? Well, let me tell you, if you look at that little piece of plastic in the ocean right there, you see that? Well, if you zoom in on that, you can see it's from a
brand new 2022 F-150. You'll be squirming, squealing, and kicking your feet like a little.
Now, don't quote me on this. I absolutely love pollution. These various pieces of Honda Civics and random coupons will allow you to survive, craft, and do a bunch of cool stuff that'll help you when you're trying to survive the ocean. Now, crafting is pretty important because, you know, how are you gonna really advance when you're just in the ocean? But food and water is just as important because, well, it is a ground rule. But of course, you can't just drink the salty salt water and there's no food in sight. Well, except for you, Rob, looking awfully delicious. Rob, just gonna take 1 second. Come here, little boy. Alright, ever since the Homo sapien update, food and water was pretty important because it kept your guts functioning. And in the ocean, the same principle applies. You still need food and water. You can get water through a water purifier because, you know, it just purifies water, right? But a grill, on the other hand, to actually, like, get food, that's a beast of itself. Here's a little history lesson. Get ready. A long time ago, even before when, like, the aliens came down to Earth and made the pyramids, it was 40,000 BCE, and this period was known as the Upper Paleolithic period. Now, how does this connect to our tips, though? Well, during this time, people actually realized that if you stuck a string on a stick and put some gummy bears at the end of the string, and by the way, yes, there were gummy bears in 40,000 BCE, it's just common history knowledge, really, I don't know. People would cast the strings onto a body of water, right? And then basically what would happen is, they'd get a tug from fishes, right? The fish would eat the gummy bears, and then the dirty-ass, crusty-looking people would be like, ah! They'd be like, oh, I got you now, you damn mother. And, you can make that same thing, the string, stick, and the gummy bears in the ocean. You just need to use the trash, connect them, and, you're gonna get fish in no time. Preferably fish, though. Sometimes you're gonna fish up like a old shoe or something. Damn you, shoe. Now, in tip 3, we talked about trash and how pollution is very good for the earth, and, well, mainly you. It's not good for the earth at all. But did you know that every dollar donated to Team Seas will remove 1 pound of trash from the earth? No, but seriously, the trash in the ocean can actually help you expand on your little raft. This is because I don't really know, actually. Well, these pieces of little, like, Subaru minivans and dollar store random shit. And if you get a hammer, you can actually expand your raft a lot bigger than before. And you might think building is just a vanity mechanic, and it's just like, yeah, well, it just makes my raft look cool. What the hell? Well, first of all, you can make your raft really cool. Like, look at some of these submissions. Like, these are crazy, literally crazy. This might as well be the 8th wonder of the world. Like, Taj Mahal, get your ass out of here. But you don't need to see this as a vanity mechanic. I mean, this is also a very tactical feature. For example, you can actually reinforce tiles, like the little rafts, your little, you can actually reinforce your raft to make it much stronger than before to prevent radioactive dolphins from eating it off. Now, pollution sure might be useful, but it lacks some materials. That's where islands come into play. Now, I'm not sure if you're gonna bump into Hawaii or another island. I don't know the island. But you do need to go island hopping, mainly because, pollution lacks materials. The top of the island, it's great. Like, sure, it's good. Like, there's some trees, flowers, even. There's a coconut. But the real meat, the juiciness, really comes from the reef of the island. This is because there's so much scrap that can be found underneath the water, and by the way, scrap is really rare to find in the open ocean, but mainly, you can find limestone, sandstone, iron, copper. You can find a bunch of these really cool materials that will help you advance in the game. For example, you need iron and copper to advance, and you need limestone and sandstone. Is it limestone? No, it's clay. Yeah, you need clay and sand to actually make a smelter and stuff. And without these things, you won't survive. In fact, you'll just stick with wooden tools forever. It'll get pretty boring surviving in the what other oceans are there? The Atlantic Ocean, yes. But you might be asking yourself, I don't know what to do with this clay, limestone, iron, copper. Well, that's where researching comes into play. And that, my friends, is our final topic. Yes, researching is incredibly important because even if you're stuck in the middle of the ocean, you still have time to flip through a couple pages and try to write some stuff down and what you can do with these materials. If you research multiple various resources you found, you can't research iron and copper, for whatever reason, but you can research many other things you made along your journey in the ocean, like, wood. That's pretty cool. And using this research table, you can actually learn a lot more than before. For example, well, that rhymed. For example, I learned how to make a trophy board. This is also, researching is the main way to progress. Sure, you need materials, but since you don't know what to do with the materials, you do need to research it. You'll be able to make a normal grill. You like normal grills? Or do you like the suburban dad grill setup? Now that's crazy. Do you just want a normal water purifier? Or do you want an Thanks for tuning in, even if you're in the Mediterranean Sea. You're stuck in the ocean? Don't worry. Team Slash got you covered. I hope you found at least one thing useful from this video. And I hope you get out of the ocean real soon. Bye.